Alan Wake 2, jeu attendu depuis pas mal d'années, hein. Il me semble, c'était quoi 5 ans, 7 ans, un truc comme ça. Un truc comme ça pour le jeu. Il est sorti donc à la base, j'y avais joué donc sur Xbox 360 à l'époque. Voilà. Entre temps, il est ressorti en remaster sur les différentes plateformes. Et ben il n'y avait pas eu de suite. Voilà, et tout le monde réclamait une suite, etc. Et en fait, voilà, c'est sorti. Et ça a l'air, tout le monde au niveau de la critique nous dit que c'est pas mal.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Alors on va voir le jeu en original sous-titré français, hein. Pour plus d'authenticité. Voilà.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Ah, c'est un lac. Ah! Qu'est-ce qu'il fait le monsieur? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait tout nu dans le lac là? Ah! Ah! Exhibitionnisme. Ok. On dirait les mecs de l'attaque des titans. Ils sont à poil. Bon, c'est pas grave. En plus, voilà, c'est si prêt. On-y. Déjà, je sais pas, il y a eu la fête hein, hier soir. Il est bien. Il y a des personnes aussi qui se sont réveillées comme ça de temps en temps, nues dans la rue après la fête. Hein. Je crois que ça soit ce motif-là qui est ici. Un couloir. Pas être pratique, hein, on est pieds nus là dans la forêt, ça pique. Ouais. Ah c'était un cerf et ça c'est une hallucination. Ok. Est-ce que je regardais, il y a un arbre géant. Alors, courir en utilisant... Ok. Je peux courir. Je sais pas si j'ai forcément envie de courir. Et, il me fait mal en pensant pieds nus là dans la forêt, mon gars. Bah en plus il pleut. Il y a du vent. Oh. C'est les ennemis, c'est genre les ennemis du 1 quoi. Les ombres et tout là. J'ai rien, je suis à poil hein, donc je peux rien faire du tout. Oh tiens, du monde. Ah, ils ont des haches. Ah, c'est pas forcément... C'est pas forcément... Oh purée, on tire dessus aussi. Si je me casse... Ah bah non. C'était des coups de couteau ça. La secte, c'est ce qui est écrit. Bon. Aïe. Ouh là là. C'est comme dans Indiana Jones, c'est un Kalima. Hein. Kalima. Bah, c'est assez bizarre. Alors on a entendu voix masculine mais aussi féminine. Hein. Les mecs ils ont été surpris. Ils se sont barrés en courant. Je pense qu'il n'y a pas que des ombres ou des machins. Hein. J'entends le mec 2. Ok. Petite intro sympa. Hein.
Hey kiddo, how are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me.
Alors l'endroit et le lac, etc., ça fait penser sûrement à la fin du 1, quoi. Alors je vais pas vous spoiler ce qui se passe dans le 1, si vous ne l'avez pas fait, je vous l'invite à le faire. Mais c'est un jeu vachement sympathique.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Ils sont synchro en plus.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Donc, bon, on arrive sur le lieu du crime. Carte. Alors la carte indique les lieux clés de la zone.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Mhm.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Ok. Les trucs qui devraient être à l'intérieur, ils sont à l'extérieur.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have
Et voilà, c'est les citadins là, qui se promenaient dans le
But
dans les
don't
bois
worry,
qui les ont
Sheriff
surpris.
Breaker
Voilà.
took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Petit pas. Ok, attends, on va
Before we get
essayer
to
de
the crime
trouver
scene, there's
l'adjoint.
time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
L'accès au tableau d'enquête. Ah, une entre mentale. On va pouvoir analyser les trucs.
And work the case. I place again for each case, using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Tableau d'enquête.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Ok.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Haute. Mirror pick. Alors l'imposante montagne au loin n'est autre que le Mirror Peak, mont symbolique qui domine Cauldron Lake. Du bon angle, sa beauté se reflète sur la surface tranquille du lac, comme sur un miroir, en toute sa gloire inversée. Ok. Peut-être qu'il y aura des énigmes comme ça inversées. Allez, on va dire. Si c'est dans l'esprit.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the
Comment ça
rain.
peut voir, hein?
The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Ah, le blanc. Épicerie.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton,
Ah, c'est un
I
petit
take
peu
it.
lugubre. Hein.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Parti. Derrière le magasin.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking. Let's just see this body, shall we?
Voilà l'hôtel qu'on avait vu dans l'intro.
Now this is the scene of the crime.
Alors, à côté.
Found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Et à Walpé.
Thanks, Deputy.
No talk.
Et son cœur est sur la table.
You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Que je fais là?
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. It turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Au meurtre précédent, point d'interrogation.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from
En
the
fait, là, on est
cargo
en train
straps holding him down.
d'enquêter vraiment et d'analyser la situation. On va les remettre. Tableau de l'enquête.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
La victime et le tueur. Les tueurs.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Alors, découvrir les indices en parlant aux gens. Et, attends, lui il le connaissait.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up
Il a des problèmes
I bet
d'alcool.
there's more to that story.
but no
psychologique.
happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Je prends ce qu'il y a déjà. C'était tout ça là. Attends. Par là.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Ok, on est en train de faire un...
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
résumé. Alors à 3.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
2 et 3. Résume ça.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
Alors
He's
ils
been
l'attendaient,
missing for
ils avaient
13
un
years.
tripode,
Why here?
un support
Why
pour les
now?
caméras. Alors d'où venait la victime?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Profilage.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake.
Et hop,
Lead the way.
Sounds
petit au
good.
lac.
This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table.
Ah, et comment il
cut his
savait
heart
déjà
out.
tout ça là?
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Faisait déjà
Lots of
dans la flotte. Hein.
questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Ah tiens la
Gives me the
fameuse.
creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Ah, c'est fermé.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
Ah,
The
message
text
pour
is
moi.
about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone
Ah, c'est
playing a
l'auteur.
game with them.
Vraiment stylé.
An invitation.
Le premier Alan Wake.
How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Alors la page.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found these pens. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Non, il a pas explosé, non, non, ça tourne. Ça tourne nickel. Bon là c'est une petite session rapide. Il tourne très bien, j'ai pas installé la nouvelle version, je vais rester sur l'autre. Je verrai au niveau de l'évolution. Elle est partie. Alors je sais pas si t'as retesté ou si t'as mis une autre version, je sais pas. Ça tourne convenablement. Ouais, bah, t'attends sûrement une nouvelle version. Tester. On remonte.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Ok. Il y a d'autres éléments. Chose là. Peut-être le profilage de ça là. Ça je l'ai fait. Page. Ah, le manuscrit, oui. La victime était l'un des leurs, l'agent spécial du FBI, Robert Nightingale, disparu 13 ans auparavant. Il était soudainement réapparu, mais pour finir assassiné lors d'un rituel sanglant et brutal le jour même de leur arrivée. Comme on avait dit, ça c'est vraiment le script. C'est le script genre d'un auteur de roman. Ça reprend un petit peu les codes du premier. Il y avait cette page, qu'ils avaient trouvé cette page, ces mots. La première page qu'ils avaient trouvée, pas la dernière. Le premier pas dans les profondeurs terrifiantes. La lecture des mots, ces mots, était comme un message, c'était un message. Quelqu'un savait qu'il était ici. Et qu'il faisait, quelqu'un s'amusait à jouer avec eux. Semant des indices, une invitation? Comment la refuser? L'audace pure de ce mystère insoluble était sous leur nez. Même s'ils savaient qu'il finirait par leur être nocif.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up.
Mince, je l'ai lu en fait.
In a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival.
Le lieu c'est en
And
anglais.
then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay. Il a refait le truc et tout. C'est quoi
This
ça?
mug always cheers me up.
Okay. Tableau. Alors qu'est-ce qu'il nous faut? Qu'est-ce qu'il nous faut? Qu'est-ce qu'il nous faut? Carte. Ouais. Un dernier élément, voilà. Quoi d'autre hein? C'était ça en fait.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
À l'intérieur. Ah,
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body.
le
Let's tell the
député.
deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Ah non.
Okay.
On est à la morgue.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Prendre hop la clé pour le raccourci.
Thanks.
Emmener la voiture. Et bon, c'est
Let's
bon.
get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
Parti.
The bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Voilà.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Can't fit the clues all
Elle est
together
en
yet.
train de les implants
Heart
simpler quoi.
removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Voilà. On va arriver à la voiture.
Here we are.
On y est.
Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Allez. Rendez-vous à
I
la
can't get
ville.
that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive. Work so far. With your technique, these
Ah, les chargements là.
hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Il y a eu un petit décalage avec le son au niveau du chargement. Ça chargeait et il y avait du son, des dialogues et tout. On arrive à la ville.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
J'ai quand même la lampe torche. Alors il sent le café là, bah on est parti hein. On va voir. Alors ça c'est le lodge. Et le café il est où? Ça c'est le ferry. Bon, faut lui parler hein.
Hello.
Bonjour. De ouf. Par là? C'est loin hein.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Hi!
Fine funeral home, ok, donc ça c'est pas ici. Bon.
Don't care. How much again? It is sweaty in these suits, isn't it? Charlene, are you as comfortable as I am?
Dans One Deer.
The amount of hot caffeinated beverages you down has anything
Oh
to do with
dear.
it?
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Cute.
Oula. Le jeu de mots. Café là.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Allez, vas-y, fais-moi le
Nice to
café
meet
là.
you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Le shérif.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Ok, allez vas-y, casse-toi. Il m'a pas filé le café. Hein.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had
C'est lesquels là? C'est les vieux.
Sure.
Peu.
But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Yes. Missing person cases
C'est
spiked
non.
throughout 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Et c'est qui? C'est eux? Non, c'est pas eux.
Still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie.
Ah, peut-être eux, voilà.
Take your mind
Du
off.
cœur.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Alors, première question.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Et donc, d'accord que Alan Wake a disparu là-bas.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Ok.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh,
La secte de l'arbre.
the whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Ok, on a eu du profilage. Allons-y. Secte de l'arbre.
The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
He found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Et elle a des trucs.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
This was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder.
Et
They
donc
were telling the truth.
sont introduits quand même un petit peu licitement à un endroit. Mais bon, mais elle a quelque chose. On va lui parler là, on va lui causer là.
Oh, how did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Voilà. File-moi ce que t'as trouvé là.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Ah là. Je peux plus te faire confiance. Hein.
This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and
C'est...
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Hello.
Alors, tout ça c'est bizarre. Hein. Ça c'est bizarre. C'est bizarre, bizarre. Laisse voir un truc là. Genre dossier. Ok, donc là il y a ça.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Il y a la morgue. On est parti.
Okay, see, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. You always had
Halluciné.
Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Ok. Salle
Hey,
d'examen.
boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Et vas-y, entre.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support,
Cosy,
Sheriff.
cosy.
See you around.
Ils sont synchro là, regardez. Hop, hop, hop.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns and he's away this week.
Pourquoi est-ce qu'on est allé ici alors si on devait aller à la morgue? Plus rapide.
Yes.
En bas de la rue.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Bon. C'est où? C'est là? C'est là-bas. Voilà.
Okay.
Ah, le v'là.
Let's take a look at our patient.
Bonjour.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the
Bonjour,
internal
monsieur.
examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Alors, peut-être ça, hein. C'est à cause de ça qu'il est mort, hein, quand même.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text.
Texte.
A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
De lutte et là.
There's writing on here.
Ah, ils ont
Can't make it out.
écrit sur le cœur. Alors voyons voir, voyons voir.
What Nightingale's body can tell us.
Alors qu'est-ce que nous apprend le corps?
Nah. Text is smudged. Looks inverted.
Donc là c'est écrit sur le bras et sur le cœur. Après, on va.
Okay, okay. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Quelque chose dans la poitrine. Vas-y, hein. On peut bien, hein. Ah, moi je joue à Docteur Maboule. C'est le Docteur Maboule.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Voilà. Ok. C'est pas ce bordel. Ok. Bouge un petit peu quand même.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Mon flingue.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Ok, ben on est parti. Et de rester dans la lumière pour éviter que l'ennemi vous détecte. Ok, lumière. Dans la lumière.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Ok. Alors, les abris restaurent une partie de votre santé. Si vous attaquez depuis un abri, si vous le quittez pendant le combat, l'abri deviendra temporairement indisponible. Ok, alors on doit faire notre move vite fait. Yes, alors on se casse. C'est mon flingue. Le flingue. Je te bute maintenant.
Vanished.
Ah. Fin du chapitre.